Hey y'all, welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. This is going to be on Summer Moon Utah Wells. She went missing on June 15th, 2021, and she went missing from Rogersville, Tennessee when she was 5 years old. Summer has not been found, nor have there been any leads on Summer. So I have done a reading on Summer, but it was not on my channel. So this one will be my first one on my channel since Summer has went missing. So I'm going to ask Summer a few questions on the day she went missing and then maybe where she may be located. Summer Moon, can you tell us what happened on the day you went missing? Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is a choice card. It's kind of like you have a lot of choices. So I feel like at 5 she had a lot of things she wanted to do that day. You know, she's 5, so she was like, I want to go outside. I want to play with Paw Patrol. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, so she had a lot of things she wanted to do that day. I feel like she was just being 5. You know, she was just having a good time. There's a lot of things she wanted to do. So she said my day was going to be full, you know. What happened that day, Summer, you went missing? Let's do one card at a time, please. One card at a time. So the Judgment card comes in. So I feel like with the Judgment card, it's kind of like it could be karma card. Karma card. It's like, you know, what comes around goes around. It can also be what others may think of you or what others may say. So when Judgment comes in, it's kind of like something happened that day, and whoever done this is going to be judged for it. But let's see what. Let's clarify the Judgment card. Why is the Judgment card here? Death. So death is changes. The Death card is a change that you often see coming, but it's like the ending of something and the beginning of something else. So no matter what, something's going to end and something new is going to begin. So with the Judgment card coming in, it was whatever happened caused the Death card to come in, which is the ending of something and the beginning of something else. Who brought in the Death card? Who brought in the Death card? So there was 3 of them. I do have feelings on who I think they are, and I've said it before. If you have seen me do my readings on Voices Behind the Wall, and these 3 people fit the description of who I think did it and knows. I do also think there's another person that's involved. Can you clarify the 3 of Cups and someone else that is involved? Can you clarify the 3 of Cups? So the 7 of Swords comes in as deceit. Deceit, stealing, taking what's not yours. It also can come in as you taking what you can and leaving with it. The 7 of Swords is a deceit card. Also, so I feel like these 3 people deceived her. She was not, that's probably not, you know, she's 5. She wasn't expecting that to happen. What happened? Who brought in the change? What happened? What did they do? Let's do this again. Too many cards. So there was two of them. Two of Cups is emotions, connections. So I kind of feel like the two people had an emotional connection that brought this change on. Two of Pentacles. So it's about balance. So they couldn't balance out. Something happened and they were unable to see how she's trying to balance things out. She's got one on her head and one in her hand, and she's trying to balance it out, but she's not doing a very good job of it. So Two of Pentacles is like trying to balance things out. And I think that they were having a hard time with whatever happened, and they couldn't balance it out with Summer. Summer, did they give you something? Did they give you something and knock you up? Did they overdose you? What happened? So the Eight of Pentacles is planning, working together, getting your stuff in order, getting it together. So whatever happened that day was planned. Part of it was planned, but I don't think the outcome was the plan. They had planned to do something that day, but I think something went wrong. That's where the Five of Cups comes in. The Five of Cups is, she's got 3 cups spilled right there and they're gone, and she's got 2 that are standing up, but all she sees is what's spilled. So something happened and it didn't turn out how they wanted it to. And so they had to figure out what they were going to do, because that wasn't how their plan for the day. So the Six of Pentacles is about sharing, helping each other out, planning, giving. You see how she's holding on to the lady right there? If I can get the lighting's terrible. I feel like they were short of saying it outright. I feel like Summer was being given to someone for some reason, and then she was supposed to come back, and not a good reason, and that's not what happened. Something's prevented that. Oh, that was quick. So the Eight of Wands is new direction, new start, new beginning, but I have it in reverse, which means that didn't happen. The new start, new beginning didn't hurt. You're stuck. Seven of Wands is standing your ground. So they have been standing their ground. The people that I believe done it, they have been trying to stand their ground. They've been trying to keep people from knowing where Summer's at. Summer, were you overdosed? Were you given too much of something? So the Three of Wands is about looking out, making decisions. It's also about progress. So I think they feel like that they're making progress, but I feel like with this progress card coming in, there's progress in the case. I kind of feel like there has been some movement in Summer's case. The Two of Wands is about having your balancing out your decisions and making your decisions and choices, but I got it in reverse. So it's telling me that they're having a hard time making decisions right now. They can't make any good decisions right now. They're just having a really hard time making those decisions. The card on the bottom of my pile is the Devil, and I had asked Summer earlier, did they give her something and give her something, too much of something? And the Devil card comes in with bad decisions, bad choices, It also comes in as a overindulgence of something. It can come in as an addiction of something, an addiction to alcohol, drugs, gambling, and whatever in those kind of cases. But I asked Summer, was she given something overdose? And I get the devil card. So for me, it's yes. Summer, can you tell us where you are? So the Ten of Wands is a burden. See how she's packing up her bags and leaving. She's got her bags packed on the top of her animal. They're ready to go. So I kind of feel like they have been carrying this burden because they're trying to keep Summer from being found. Sorry, put it right there. It's it. Summer, can you tell us, can you describe where you're at? Can you describe where you're at? Are you in water? Are you in earth? Summer, thank you for coming in and speaking with us and telling us your story. Are you in earth? Are you in water? Are you in the ground? So I feel like she's in the ground. I have been feeling that for a while now. Are you in a hole, Summer, like a hole, like a 10 by 10 hole, like where they would put a steel mill? Because you're off the beaten path. I know you're off the beaten path. You're in the woods. Or you're in an old steel mill holding spot. She's near water. I do feel like she's near water. I feel like she's near it but not in it. I feel like she's like in a space, like, I don't know, the old moonshiners used to dig these big pits and they would put their equipment in it in the winter instead of dragging it out of the woods where they had it hid, and they would cover it with some type of board or tin or some type of top, and then they would put vegetation, moss, rocks, grass, tree limbs, they would just pile it full of vegetation until the next year, and then they would go back and drag it out. And they needed to be near water because you have to have water to make moonshine. So I feel like she's in an area like that. That's where I feel she's at. So the Hangman is about taking everything in, looking around and taking everything in. Sometimes it's about going within yourself and finding out what's going on. I think for me this card is coming in because there's a blue blanket. She has like a blue blanket or a sash, and I feel like Summer has a blue blanket with her. Yeah, that's where I feel like Summer is. I feel like she's in some kind of a pit where they used to keep steel mill stuff, moonshine, so they didn't have to drag it out. Summer, were you at one time, were you in another place? At one time, were you in another spot? So this is kind of like how I see where she's at. You see how all the trees are around? And of course it's not bare like that where you could just see a medallion standing out there, but that's kind of what I see. It's there. It's just covered very well. And I'm getting it's about money. It's about money. It was all about money. I feel like she was in another spot at one time. I feel like she was in that red shed at one time underneath the floor. Not the red shed that was in their house, in their yard that was like right there. I feel like it was the one, and I mean, everybody keeps saying no, but I feel like she was there at one point. Not for very long, but I do feel like she was there. That's just my feeling. Summer, will you be found soon? Let's do it one at a time, please. Will you be found soon, Summer? There's a lot of emotion with this case, as we all know. It's been run pretty high since the beginning. I think it's going to be a little bit still before she's found. The reason I say that is because I don't know. I just feel like it's going to still be a little bit before she's found. I do feel like there is a younger person that may be the one to give them some hints or some tips. I feel like it's probably a younger person, like 20s, 30s. I don't know how this person's connected to him. I kind of feel like it's that he is connected emotionally, but I do feel like someone is going to be giving them some information. I don't think it will be this year she will be found. Yeah, I think it's going to be more next year, the beginning of next year, maybe February, March. I do feel, however, that Candace and Jody Sue Brown know what happened. I think Grandma knows what happened, and I think someone helped them move her twice. And I think that it had originally turned out to be. It didn't turn out. It was planned, but how it turned out was not how it was planned, and something happened, and they had to take care of it. I think Summer was given too much of something. But I think she is in some type of a moonshiner pit where they used to put their equipment in so they could hide it through the winter. I kind of feel like she's near water, like maybe a reservoir or an area like that, because they did need to be near water. The closer they were, the easier it was, because they had to haul it or hose it or rig it or something, but they had to have water. So, but she's not in water, and I do feel like she has a blue blanket with her. So, thank you. Like I said, this is the first reading I have done on Summer Moon, Utah Wells. I pray for this beautiful angel to be found. She did not deserve this, but she does deserve to be found and laid to rest. And I pray for that every day. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a great day.